we're moving on to chatting about Chelsea, a big win for them, the Cole Palmer show. He takes all the headlines.
Yeah, he does. And the move from City to Chelsea is one that will probably not live well in history of Manchester City. But for him to leave Man City and get to Chelsea and perform like he has, whoever spotted that, whoever made that move, has done an unbelievable job, not only for Cole Palmer, but for Chelsea as well, because I don't think anybody saw that coming.
No.
And nobody saw, when he went from City to Chelsea, the form that he was going to hit, the calibre of player we're dealing with. And now, you know, again, 4 goals, you know, involved. His football intelligence is somewhere else. It's amazing in that last third. I've never seen him make a poor pass in the last third, and when he comes to finishing, he's absolutely clinical.
Yeah, just the vision that he has, the timing of his runs as well has been highlighted as one of his strengths.
Yeah, I think the way he plays is a man that don't mind pressure. That makes him become the person he is on that pitch. He wants everything to go through him. And I always ask myself the question, if he was at City, would he perform the way he's performing now for Chelsea? And in many ways, I always say no, not because he isn't the player he is now, but mainly because of the way Man City play. We play quite slow, in many terms, bore teams to death, wait for that sometimes perfect pass to come up without forcing it, whereas Cole Palmer plays in that hectic pitch where Chelsea just go, don't they? When they get the attack, everything goes through him. So he can do what he wants to do. And it reminds me a little bit, not like me, but when I was first at City, anytime we broke, the ball came straight to me. The same thing's happening to him at Chelsea. And every time he gets the ball, he's doing exactly what Dad says. Every decision he seems to make at the minute is the correct one. And if it doesn't work, the idea is still right in what he was trying to do. But when he does get in those opportunities, he's not only scoring, he's assisting, and he works hard as well. I think people don't realise, you see him back there tracking the fullback as he has to. He helps the team as well. So the way Chelsea are going right now, everyone needs to be careful, because they're doing exactly what Liverpool are doing in many ways, just going quietly about their business and picking up the points as many as they can along the way.
Yeah, I think for Cole Palmer, for some players, that pressure of being the main man can be too much. Cole Palmer made a brave decision to leave Manchester City to go to Chelsea. We saw what he did last season, and there were questions, could he repeat it again? He's just loving it, he's relishing it.
Yeah, I think so. For me, he's a street player, and there's not many that are produced here in England, because this is just a different culture. But he plays almost like he was playing on the street with his mate, or, you know, on a pitch somewhere, five-a-side. This is it. He's so much talent, and he's so natural. There's nothing that he overthinks, so there's nothing that he does that he doesn't need to do, really. And that's why I really admire about him. He was disappointed after the game, 4 goals, because he knows he should have had 6.
Yeah.
And easily 2 assists, because he created, I think, 4 big chances in the second half, for example, for other players in the team. So outstanding talent. And I agree with Sean in the sense that he works better in a kind of chaotic environment a little bit, let's put it that way. Although there's more structure to this team under Maresca than there was last season to Pochettino, where there was really not much in place. But this is the perfect balance between a bit of a structure and letting him be free, letting him do what he wants. And the highlight from Brighton, no problem. Give me the ball and I will benefit from it. And I think he's the leader of this young, exciting team.
I think you look at him now, and the way he's emerged and what he brings to Chelsea, goals and creativity. If he was a player that didn't come from City and he was here, he would be a player that City would be interested in, surely, with that kind of form. That's what I'm saying about, like, I know what you're saying, Sean, about how the way they play but like, remember, he come through their academy, he would know how to play with them. But you look at somebody like De Bruyne maybe leaving and that, could someone like Cole Palmer play in that position in that way? You know what I mean? You could believe that he could score and create.
Is he more of a striker, righty, though, than a deeper midfielder?
No, but the thing is that I think that he could play anywhere from that 8 onward. He could play anywhere, apart from City. He could play 8, 10, and he could play anywhere across that line with these capabilities.
Someone would have to tell me how hard he played for England at the Euros, because this is beyond me.
It was tough. It was tough for him to get in there at that stage, because, you know, I don't even want to go into it. You know, trying to squeeze him into the team caused so much headache, so much headache for me.
One thing that Jules mentioned, though, which I think impressed all of us, was that in his post-match interview, you've just become the first Premier League player in history to score 4 goals in the first half. And what are you talking about? The fact that you could have had more.
Yeah, because he's obviously he's not satisfied, and neither should he be, because rather than think about the 4 goals he scored, he's thinking about the 2 goals he missed. You know, the 4 goals take care of themselves, but him as a professional and where he obviously his head is at the moment, he's looking for perfection. And you look at someone like him with his capability and his clinical nature in the way he finishes, he knows he could have scored 6 because the chances were goals that he should have scored. So it's great to have somebody who's playing at a club like that, performing how he is, and scoring like that and winning games, but still is not satisfied. It's a great sign.
Well, to become great, you have to always be hungry, and I think if you compare him to other great players, they're never satisfied with the things they don't do right in the game, and for him to get to where he wants to be, that's what he has to know is in his head, scoring those chances. Yeah, scoring those chances that he scored, he should do. Yeah. It's the ones he missed that he's saying, come on, man, I could have had 5 or 6 goals today. That would have been better.
Yeah, it's probably the standards he set himself. Jules, being at Manchester City, knows the levels that you have to be at and not being satisfied and, you know, just staying humble. As Erlen would say.
That's a dig. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
He's just staying humble. Honestly, that just came out. It came. It wasn't mean to dig into anyone, Jules.
Did Palmer also have 4 assists?
Now I don't know what to ask.
Against Wolves. Is he already a season with 4 assists in the same Premier League game against Wolves?
I think so.
And then 4 goals within the space of, I don't know,
the thing with
4
Chelsea,
weeks?
Yeah, the thing with Chelsea is that, like you mentioned, Sean, they're just going about their business there, Jules, but they've got the team. Obviously, they need to sort their defence out. Yeah. They need to sort that out, but they've got a team that if they slowly are able to, Maresca slowly be able to build them. And now, you know, it seems crazy that you say they need experience.
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
If they could have experience, 2 experienced defenders there, Jules, then you're starting to look at them as a team that, they're going to be kingmakers or they're going to cause problems.
Are they settled yet defensively? Do we know who their best backline is?
Yeah, I mean, the right back is the problem because Gusto came back, but he was injured. Reece James seems to be, unfortunately for him, injured a lot. But then I think Correa left back, Colwill and Fofana together. Right is right, though. This is very young. Correa not so much, but the two centre backs, Fofana, who's obviously spent 2 years injured, and Colwill, who's for me very, very talented, but still very young. Maybe lack a little bit of that experience, and in front of them, Enzo and Caicedo are, I think, naturally attracted going forward. This is the way they played previously with other clubs too. So in terms of balance, there's something that they need to sort out, because even in the game where they were far better than Brighton, they still conceded more than just the 2 goals.
Two really crazy goals as well.
Yeah,
crazy
really
goals.
poor goals. And even Sanchez, I know he had a great game at Bournemouth and he saved the penalty, etc. But that was really bad from him on Saturday.
Yeah, but overall for Chelsea moving in the right direction.
Absolutely, yeah, they are. And what's good about Chelsea moving in the right direction is that no one's taking any notice. You know, so, you know, because everybody's preoccupied with City and Arsenal, and even Liverpool. Liverpool are the ones as well who are benefiting from the City and Arsenal talk, where Liverpool are just going along about their business, doing their stuff. So Chelsea, it's an interesting one to watch at the moment, Jules. Yeah. Interesting one to watch.
Another interesting outing for Chelsea. Wow, they are climbing the table, churning out wins. Right now, they are just 1 point behind Man City and Arsenal, who are first and second at the table. You know, going into Liverpool games and then Aston Villa as well. But what a game! You know, if you're listening to my review, I said day before yesterday that if Brighton played this the way that they used to play, they have played this season, Chelsea will skin them alive, and that's what actually happened. Chelsea tore them apart. Like, if you cannot play high line the way you cannot play that way against Chelsea. Honestly, come on, man, come on. If you watch Chelsea against West Ham at London Stadium, you cannot play like that because they will skin you alive. Talking about Jackson, Palmer, I mean, Madeke, these guys are killers. I mean, on the counter, and it's not a surprise that Palmer was the guy today. Outstanding footballer. I'm already short of words, to describe this guy. He's just unbelievably good. Unbelievably good. I mean, to score 4 goals in the first half, that's Premier League record, and he's not even a striker. You know, That's the kind of record you expect strikers to have, not a midfielder, an attacking midfielder. No, he's not even a striker, and he's dropping such a record. I mean, in the second half, he should have, scored more to join Alan Shearer and the rest as the players in the Premier League to have scored 5 goals in a game. But right now, he's standing alone as the only player in the Premier League, in the history of the Premier League, to score 4 goals in one half, in the first half. In the first half, that's crazy. Right now he's already joined. He's already on a 3 hat-trick in his Chelsea career. And if you're talking about other Chelsea players with 3 hat-tricks, that's the likes of Lampard, Drogba. That's the few I could remember that I know for sure. I have 3 hat-tricks to their names, and Cole Palmer is joining that list. This guy is becoming a legend, and he's still, how many years? He's still 23, is it 22? Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You are too young and you are too good. I'm sorry. I'm repeating myself, saying I'm just out of words. He's just too good. He's just too good. And for Chelsea, now let's talk about Chelsea. This is a team, most pundits didn't give a chance this season because of things happening at the club and change of manager, and most of them didn't even trust the manager Enzo Maresca to do anything good. But this team is heading somewhere. Today they were wearing that goal defensively, which is a shame. But they have a plan. They have a way of style of play. They know what they want to do. Forget about the mistakes. Okay, young players will make mistakes. A new team will make mistakes. But in terms of structure, in terms of pattern, in terms of tactical awareness, everything is there. Everything is there. They are heading somewhere. What they just need right now is stability. Stability in performance, stability in results, and stability in everything that they do. And it comes with maturity, it comes with experience. But once they have that, which could come by this season, or end of this season, or by next season, but anybody who understands football and tells you that this Chelsea team is not heading somewhere good, that person doesn't understand football. So what a performance by them, 4 goals to 2, and I'm sure that they will kick on. They still have a lot of things to sort out, and the crazy thing right here is they will keep getting better and better and better and better. They are young, they are learning new style, and they are very good footballers. So what could go wrong? Amazing afternoon for the Blues.